Welcome to Seahorse Aquariums, where we have a great selection of cold water fish. You can start, as you come into the shop, on the left hand side you have 2 bays. We have some of the what we call fancy goldfish. You see the great color, different sizes. There's even some tiny little gobies and little heel stream loaches. You have also the little white cloud mountain minnows, the gold white cloud mountain minnows, weather loach. There's a great variety. You have a Ryokin, Oranda, even some ramshoes that are pretty rare, hard to get. The black moors are very common. A couple of tiny little koi there. And then here you have the more common goldfish with the shovelkin, the Sarasa comets. We generally also have some yellow or lemon comets. Here, these are beautiful little fish that are the rainbow shiners. So these guys, they live in cold water or temperate, and they get really blue color, really shiny fish. They're beautiful. Small kois, and then you have some butterfly kois as well, and some medium-sized kois and medium-sized kind of goldfish over here. On this side, you can see we have an amazing selection of plants. We have loads of stem plants. You see these ones that are nice and colorful. You see the bottom is a little bit green, but when you go towards the top, the more closer to the light, they'll get that really bright red color that you can even see on the label here. You have the hydrocotal here. This one looks a little bit like little umbrellas, and it keeps on growing, and it can make a really nice big plant, you know. If you kind of curl it onto each other, it makes a big bush. It's great for the background, such as this cypress. It's like a grass. It's really nice fronds, really light green color. They're great for texture at the back of the tank as well. You have some more classic plants like the Amazon swords. This one is the Argentinensis. It's got a really long stem and a nice little sword-shaped little leaf. They're beautiful plants. On top here, we have 4 more for the foreground. So they're shorter plants, carpeting plants. Some are well known like the Monte Carlo. These are great for carpeting at the front. Nice light green color. You have also some cryptocorin. All these are pretty hardy plants, the cryptocorin. They don't require that much lighting. They do like to have a nice deep substrate to grow into. And there's so many varieties. You have the Wanty Brown, Lutea, Becketty Petchy, you have the Willysy, you have Albedo Brown. There's so many of them. There's so many. Of course, here we have some of the equipment that you will need for growing and looking after the plants. You have all the tweezers that you need for planting, for example, the grasses, or else the Monte Carlo that I was talking about a minute ago. So these are great. You have all the scissors that you would want. You have the curved scissors to make little rounded bushes in the tank. And obviously you have some longer tweezers to help you move some plants or some rocks in the aquarium. All our planted tanks, and we have 3 of them. You see the long tall one at the top for the foreground plants. And then those 2 tanks here, they all run with those JBL Crystal Profi. This is the E1902, so that's the biggest of the collection. Amazing filters, very simple to use. There's a great variety of media inside, and it comes with the media, so they're really, really good filters. On this side, obviously more plants, and you can see you have the really famous Vallis that you will find on all continents in the world. The Vallis, they adapt to all sorts of waters, so they're pretty handy. They multiply quite quick as well, so it's easy. For splash of color, you have these guys there, the Alternanthera. They look really nice. Smaller leaves like the stem plants, there's so many of them. Long, nice Eleocharis, these are the hair grass plants. They're really nice. On the very top on this section here, you will see the sun plants that are growing on wood and on stone. So these are what we call epiphyte plants. They are the easiest and hardiest plants that you can get. And this one actually comes with a piece of wood that is stuck to a suction cup. So you can actually locate it anywhere in the aquarium, on the side, at a special height, or on the background. So they're really nice. We put them in tanks with axolotl. They love to hide under it. It's really nice. You have the little mothballs. On this side here, we'll talk about it at another time, but we have our testing station that we offer water testing for all our customers, and it's free of charge. On this side here, you'll see these are the epiphyte plants, all the ones that I was mentioning that are on top here. And again, great variety. Here you have the Bucephalandras. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of Bucephalandras. We have the Anubias. So these ones, like the Bucephalandras, the epiphyte plants, you can attach them to wood. So you can use woods like these ones, or rocks. We have a great collection of rock at the back. And with a bit of glue, you can use that. You can see you have Anubias Gold, you have Pinto. So the Pinto, I'll show you a little bit. The Pinto is kind of variegated white and green. So that's one of the varieties. And you even have the Stardust one. It's like completely variegated with like the veins of the plant itself being white and the rest of the leaf green. They're kind of new. They haven't been on the market for a very long time. They're really nice plants. If you want something big in your aquarium, you have those crinums. They're beautiful. We also call them onion plants because the base just looks like a bulb, like an onion. And they grow these really long fronds. These ones are just about 2 feet long, but they can keep on growing and cover and curl around the surface. Really nice plants, very hardy too. So I highly recommend them for tanks with fish. They're a little bit hungry for plants because generally they don't eat these ones. For those who fear pests like snails and things like this, you can get all the in vitro cups. So all these plants, they're not tiny plants, they're baby plants of any of these plants that we have, but they come in vitro. So they're grown in lab conditions, so they're completely pest free. So for people who don't want to have snails in their aquarium, this is the safest bet and guaranteed no pests. Here, all these plants that we have, of course, we need to feed them. We give them fertilizers. You have liquid fertilizers. You have some small capsules that you can use to put in your sand if you don't have any soil. Normally you'd want to have a layer of soil and your layer of sand on top to cap it up, and then you plant. Easy enough. So you have the liquid CO2, you have the food, you have some algae control products, and same on these different type of brands, but they all do what we need to have the plants healthy. More background plants here. Something that is really nice is the myriophyllum here, Matogrosto enza. It's quite a long name to pronounce, but it's a lovely plant. The stem is reddish brown, and the leaves are this really light green, really kind of tessellated. It's really lovely, nice plant, and you can keep them on middle ground or background. With middle ground, if you keep on trimming them, they'll just grow and make a nice bush. What else do we have that's lovely and different? Oh, a big great plant for beginners is Limnophila here, the Sessiliflora. This plant here is really nice. It grows very easy. It's one of the easiest plants to grow. Again, nice light green and looks like a little feather, and it grows, it will double in 1 week, double size in 1 week. They're great when you start an aquarium because they will help with the cycling the aquarium for that reason. And to finish, we also have mosses. We have 4 different types of mosses. You have the classic Java moss. The name is now Bogor moss. And we have the Christmas moss, spiky moss, and then also the weeping moss. So all these plants are all available. We get them every week. We get multiple deliveries weekly. We get our plants from the best producers in Europe. They've been producing aquarium plants for at least 50 years now. So we're happy to have them, and they're a great collection.